diverse from day one, right? As a company, when we started hiring, one of the things we did was not to go with a single definition of success, which typically is always about what is your pedigree, who have you worked for, all of that. We've always believed that as long as you have the intellectual horsepower and the right attitude and learning agility, everything else can be taught. That's what we optimized for. And so we had all forms of diversity. But one of the things we felt was, while broadly we have a lot of gender diversity, above average compared to industry, all of that, we just did not have enough women at leadership levels. And as we are building out this company, we did feel like that is a significant voice and representation that is missing. And if we truly believe that our culture has to be inclusive, we should do better in this one. And that's really what triggered our journey and how we got started with this whole thing. And when we started thinking about, so what do we want to accomplish, or what do we think success should look like? The primary purpose was to make sure that we have all forms of diversity at all levels. But what should we aim for? What should we achieve? And the goal we set for ourselves was, if the world is equal, we should also mirror that, right? Being 20, 30, 35, 40 is not good enough. The only thing that we should be proud of is when we achieve equality. We started off on our journey to build greater representation of women across all levels. One of the things we noticed that as you go into higher levels, it was becoming increasingly hard for us to find a diverse slate for us to work with, right? And we understood that honestly the biggest problem we have is that of the leaky bucket. Even within Freshworks, we had broad representation at early career levels, but of course at senior levels it was really next to nothing. And so that is a big problem for us to solve for if we truly want to push the envelope on representation across all levels. And so that's really how we started our journey on return to work, because I personally am a returnee. Prior to joining Freshworks, I took a break, and I know how hard it gets for women to come back. But there are so many talented women who are out there that don't even form a part of our talent pool that we consider. And we always talk about this war for talent and not finding good talent. So that's really what we wanted to tap. This large group of really talented women who have taken a break and are finding it hard to come back. So that's when we created this returnship program, and today we do it twice a year, where we look at women professionals who've taken a break anywhere between a year to, I think the longest we've had is somebody with 12 years. And we have a programmatic way in which we are able to not only assess their candidature, but a programmatic way in which we are able to assimilate them into our organization again after the break that they have taken.